If you're an accountant running your own firm, chances are you've got too many tabs open, both literally and mentally. You're buried in emails, bouncing between spreadsheets, trying to stay on top of client work, and still things aren't slipping through the cracks. And let me guess, at least once a week, someone on your team says,
"Hey, do you know the status of that?"
That question is your red flag, because what it really means is no one knows what's going on. And when nobody knows what's going on, you miss deadlines, your team gets overwhelmed, and clients start questioning your reliability. But it doesn't have to be this way. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to streamline your accounting workflow so you save time, eliminate chaos, and finally scale your firm without burning out. Let's get into it. Now, if we're being real, most accounting firms are stuck in survival mode, and they don't even realize it. The average day looks something like this. Switching between a dozen tabs, trying to remember which client sent what, figuring out who's supposed to do what, and repeating it all over again tomorrow. But let's break it down. Here are the top 5 inefficient and time-draining methods accounting firms use to manage their day-to-day. Number 1, spreadsheet project management. Most firms still rely on spreadsheets to track client work, deadlines, and team tasks. Spreadsheets were never designed to manage workflows. They're static, outdated the moment you create them, and they don't give you real-time visibility. You can't assign work, set reminders, or get notified when something changes. So things get missed, deadlines slip, and you constantly are double-checking with your team just to make sure nothing fell through the cracks. Number 2, managing client requests through email. Email is where work goes to die. Client emails come in all day, some urgent, some not, and they all get buried in this giant pile of your newsletter subscriptions, team threads, and spam. Without a system to triage, delegate, and track those requests, you either forget about them or spend too much time hunting them down later. Number 3, lack of standardized processes. Every client is handled differently depending on who's managing them. Some team members have their own checklists, others just wing it. The result? Inconsistent quality, duplicate work, and a firm that's impossible to scale because nothing is repeatable. Number 4, manual follow-ups for your client info. How much time are you wasting chasing clients for documents? Every time you have to follow up manually, whether it's asking for bank statements, receipts, or signatures, you're pulling your team away from billable work. Multiply that by every client, every month, and it's a productivity drain that adds up fast. Number 5, no clear visibility into workload. Here's a question. Who on your team is slammed right now? If your answer is I think instead of I know, you've got a problem. Without visibility into your team capacity, you can't plan, you can't delegate effectively, and you definitely can't scale. Your team ends up overworked, underutilized, or both. If any of that sounds familiar, it's not your fault, but it is fixable. Let's talk about how. Now, if you want to scale without losing your sanity, you need to automate the stuff that repeats. And yes, that includes how you manage client work. Let's start with one of the biggest opportunities most firms overlook. Templates are how modern firms turn chaos into consistency. Instead of starting from scratch every time you onboard a client, run monthly close, or prep for tax season, you build a process once and use it forever. Here's how top performing firms are streamlining their workflows in 2025. Number 1, document everything as you go. When you find yourself doing the same process for the 3rd time, stop. Write it down. Outline every step in a checklist from client kickoff to file delivery. Include who's responsible for what needs to happen and when it's due. Now you've got a reusable workflow. Number 2, turn one-offs into repeatables. Let's say you onboard a new bookkeeping client. Next time, don't just remember what you did last time. Save the exact steps as a template and tweak it for the next client. Every process in your firm should eventually have a gold standard template attached to it. Number 3, bake in accountability. Templates aren't just about saving time. They make delegation 10 times easier because when every task is spelled out, your team knows exactly what's expected. There's no guesswork, no excuses, and onboarding new hires becomes plug and play. Number 4, build a library of templates by service type. You should have different templates for monthly bookkeeping, payroll, sales tax filings, cleanup jobs, and everything else that you offer. This allows your team to jump into any project confidently, knowing the process is already defined. Number 5, add time estimates to every task. This is a pro move. When you attach estimated times to each task in your template, you can start tracking efficiency. It helps you budget times, spot bottlenecks, and see which clients or services are draining your resources. That's how you turn your firm into a machine. Templates aren't a nice to have, they're a growth lever. In the next section, I'll show you how to bring it all together with one platform that gives you visibility, control, and the ability to scale without stress. This is where Financial Sense steps in. It gives you one place to see every piece of work across your firm. You log in, and instantly you've got a dashboard that shows exactly what's due, what's overdue, what's in progress, and who's responsible. No more, hey, where are we at with this? You can assign tasks, set deadlines, and most importantly, see when something's falling behind before it becomes a problem. And when a client sends an email asking for a report, a change, or something out of scope, you don't let it float in your inbox. You turn that email into a project with one click inside Financial Sense. That project gets assigned, tracked, and followed up on like everything else. And now your team's not just communicating better, they're collaborating inside the same system. They can comment, share files, ask questions, all in the context of the work. No more bouncing between apps, no more Slack threads and lost Google Docs, just clear communication and full accountability. And yes, remember those templates I talked about earlier? Financial Sense has over 150 ready-to-use templates shared by real accounting firm owners. You can use them as is or customize them to match your process. We've even linked these templates for you in the description below so you can check them out for yourself. This is how firms finally stop feeling like they're behind and start getting ahead. So here's the bottom line. The firms that are winning right now aren't working harder, they're working smarter. They're using systems like Financial Sense to streamline everything from client work to communication, and they're buying back their time in the process. If you want to stop drowning in admin and start focusing on what actually grows your firm, Financial Sense is the way. Click the first link in the description to start your free 14-day trial. And if you want to go deeper into automating your client communications or improving visibility into your projects, watch the video on the screen right now. I'll see you there.